The basis for this technique is to divide one fraction by another without flipping or inverting the second fraction. Let's review the traditional method before we get into the mental method. In the traditional method, keep the first fraction the same, and for the second fraction, invert or flip the fraction, so 5/11ths become 11/5ths. Then multiply the numerators to each other. 3 times 11 is 33, and then multiply the denominators to each other. 11 times 5 is 55. For our purpose, we do not need to simplify. Dividing one fraction by another using the mental math technique. In this technique, we do not have to invert or flip the second fraction. To find the answer, first, just multiply the numerator of the first fraction to the denominator of the second fraction. 1 times 5 is equal to 5. And then for the denominator, just multiply the numerator of the second fraction to the opposite denominator. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. It is very important that we start from the fraction on the left. The product between the numerator and the opposite denominator gives the result of the numerator of the final answer. The numerator of the second fraction and the denominator of the first fraction, their product is equal to the denominator of the final answer. Under this technique, we do not have to invert or flip the second fraction before we can divide one fraction by another. Begin by multiplying the numerator of the first fraction to the opposite denominator, or the denominator of the second fraction. 6 times 4 is 24, which is the result of the numerator of the final answer. Then multiply the numerator of the second fraction to the denominator of the first fraction. 3 times 7 is equal to 21. As mentioned, for our purpose, we do not have to simplify the fraction.